As you may be able to tell from my background, I am not at home at the moment. I am actually in a hotel, and we have come down to Korat, which is a city about an hour and a half from our house, for my mother-in-law to go to the hospital. She's going to be fine. And normally when we go to the hospital with someone we love, then we put everything aside and deal with everything else later. Let's get them well. And of course that's true, and she is our first priority. But as it is with older family members, we have been coming to the hospital quite a lot. This is our, I would say about our 20th trip at least this year. And so first I was putting everything aside, but I cannot afford to take off 20 days, and I can't afford to certainly take off 20 weeks. And sometimes we come down for a day, and sometimes it comes out for a week. And most of the time I was sitting in the waiting room in any case, not doing anything. So now on these trips I make sure I'm well prepared, because when I've had any success in my life, it is because I've been able to adapt to the situation. If that means going into an office that's already established and getting into the culture. I mean, sometimes I was only there for 3 months, sometimes I was there for years. So, but being able to adapt and being able to always produce something every day, whatever the situation. And it's not always something like a hospital visit. It's sometimes my mother-in-law would like to go visit her relatives, or there's just a holiday that comes up that I forgot about. Being in Thailand, sometimes I don't always keep up with each individual Buddhist holiday and such. So, but I am always prepared now. If I have to go somewhere at short notice, then I've got software on my phones. I had about an hour's notice before we went to the hospital this time. I downloaded books to be able to learn. I downloaded software that could write code, and I uploaded things to the net that I needed to deal with, like images and such, that would not be practical for the cell phone. So I'm constantly producing, and I can't let anything stop me from producing. Of course I'm going to take care of the family first, but when we're an entrepreneur and we're making our money on our own, we've got to be able to make money to take care of the family as well. So now it's a lot easier. We can travel with offices in our pockets. I can't do everything from the phone. I have the laptop in the hotel here, of course. I woke up with no internet this morning, so I did a project that I was running a local server on the laptop with. So anyway, my point is being able to adapt, whether it's being able to adapt to the market, adapt to a family situation, adapt to an office, or adapt to anything going on in your life. When I was in Silicon Valley, we had meetings almost every day, and then we would have breakout meetings from those meetings, and I wouldn't be able to get a lot done, but everything was very structured. We have a meeting at 9 o'clock, and we have a meeting at 2:30 and such, and the little clock in the email would always beep and tell you, got 5-minute warning before your meeting and such. And if we said we were going to meet at 9 o'clock, it was 9 o'clock. It wasn't sometime around 9. It was always pretty exact. And now I'm dealing with a very subjective time. When somebody says we're leaving in 15 minutes, it might be 12 and it might be 22. And I was very precise. And whenever I was in offices, and I'm not dealing with a precise culture anymore. And I suppose that's normal outside of offices and outside of development thinking. But that's what I've got to deal with, and that's part of why it's taking me so long to get anything done here. I was trying to get the world to adapt around me, rather than my trying to adapt to the world. As silly as that seems, I've seen it happen here a lot with other people. They come and they try to speak English to everybody instead of learning the native language. I've learned a lot of Thai, so I can speak fairly well and get things done that I need to. And I always sort of, thought, why aren't these other people doing that, without realizing that I'm doing the same thing of trying to get everybody kind of to work around my thinking of my time of productivity and such, rather than the other way around. So now I've had to learn to adapt and roll with it, and if I've got 15 minutes where I'm sitting in a waiting room, then it's not going to be wasted if I don't have anything else to do. So there it is. That's my thought for the day. I'll just leave you with this view and hope you have a very good day.